This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us once again. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And this is ResortLoop.com episode 167.
167. Very excited about this. We've got a lot of information to sift through here, my friend.
We're going to sift like we're baking.
Bacon Christmas cookies. Let's go
Yum.
that way.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Christmas, I got one shout out. Good friend of the show, Sheila Ginsburg.
Oh, Sheila.
I was waiting for it.
I know you were. So was she. I'm sure she was.
She, we recorded the show, and as we were finished recording this show, she chimed in at that time to give us her Christmas Disney Christmas wish list. So I want to put that out there since she is such a good pal of the show. Sheila says, I like a subscription to Disney Movies Anywhere, that new service they have, with 20 or 30 movies. Heck, I'd settle for one and a Disney cruise. I'm not fussy about how about the transatlantic cruise and a week off to catch up on the Resort Loop podcast archives.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. She says, thanks for the holiday dreams, guys. So you're welcome, Sheila, and that was a lot of fun.
That was a good show.
I enjoyed that immensely. So I haven't gotten any pictures yet of anybody with that sports bag. I'm just saying.
Oh,
just saying.
It's out there somewhere. Somebody has it.
You know, I'm needy. Not as needy as you, but I'm needy.
Well, that's true. I'm very needy.
Tim, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, today I thought we'd pop over at what I like to call the MGM Studios, but you know, and our listeners know it better as Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yes, no longer MGM Studios.
No, and hasn't been forever, I know, but creature of habit.
And what specifically are we going to talk about?
Well, we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but now it's in the news, and that's the Great Movie Ride.
Yes.
This is very exciting. This is good stuff.
This is very, very exciting. If anybody hasn't heard, Turner Classic Movies has purchased the sponsorship, I guess it would be, right, Tim?
Yeah. They're sponsoring the ride.
Right. So we're going to talk about, this is Tim's idea, we're going to talk about what this might mean for the ride. Are you thinking there might be a rehab in there for it?
A rehab? What? What? Have you learned nothing? I'm sure it's a refurb. Oh, my Lord.
I know. Goodness. Everybody digs at me on Ohana. I got to dig at you for the...
I know, I understand.
Before we get into that, I just want to throw this out there.
Okay.
I kind of teased you about this just before we started recording. So here we go. Are you ready for this?
I am sitting down again.
I'm gonna read this to you. All right.
Okay.
This is from
that helps.
This is from Wikipedia, and I know everybody's like, "Oh, Wikipedia, you can't trust anything on there." But I'm just going to throw this out there. We're gonna throw out some controversy. Here we go. In 2008, Turner Classic Movies won a Peabody Award for excellence in broadcasting. In April of 2010, Turner Classic Movies held the very first TCM Classic Film Festival, an event now held annually at the Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Oh.
Now.
Yes.
Coincidence that they agree to sponsor the ride and the hat comes down at the same time? Could there be a tie in there? Some synergy, if you will?
Some collusion?
I wouldn't go collusion. That's illegal.
I think that's great.
I think that's exciting.
I mean, there's a reason the theater was the icon of the park when it started.
And now it could be coming back as the icon of the park, maybe because of their connection and their relationship with Turner Classic Movies.
That is fantastic.
How about that?
I love it.
I love it too.
Love it.
So, how do you want to do this, Tim? Do you want to talk about what's already in the ride, and then go with what we think they'll change if they'll change it? How do you want to do this? This was your idea.
What's my idea? Let's just talk a little bit. I mean, most of our listeners have gone on the ride. If not, they've heard of the ride. I'm very excited. I looked at the Orlando Sentinel article, and that answers a lot of questions for us already. I'm very excited by this. I'm going to work my way down the article. We'll just kind of paraphrase some stuff and just get it out there. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent, excellent. It says Turner Classic Movies will work with Disney Imagineers to give a makeover to the ride's film montage finale.
Just the finale, huh?
Well, that's what we're starting off with. It says it will also install a classic movie-themed scene in which visitors can have photos taken. So there's a little more of the vacation synergy for you.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I wonder what that... So there'll be something in there where you can have your film taken, like you're maybe in an old classic movie.
Ooh, I like that idea.
I think that'd be fantastic. And then here's another thing. It says, boarding the ride, visitors will see digital displays of movie posters. And then the host, Robert Osborne, he's the big guy over there at TCM. He introduces all the movies, will appear in a pre-ride video. So I think that big major motion picture thing with the trailers going.
Right.
I think that's going to be replaced with a little Robert Osborne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Little. It sounds like there's gonna be a little bit more interactive queue.
Yes. I mean, the interactive queue, like the digital movie posters. So maybe that'll change, and maybe they'll be animated, kind of like the cruise ship or like the Harry Potter pictures.
Right. Yeah. Those are very cool, especially on the cruise ship. I experienced that this past summer. Yeah.
Now I think it's very nice that we're gonna have Robert Osborne also supplying his Christmas lights again this year. I know. I'm sorry. It was right there.
That's not him.
I know.
That's not him. That was Ozzy, isn't it? Ozzy? No?
Exactly. But it's also here that he is also going to... No, Ozzy and Harriet?
I think so, yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. Sharon!
I don't know.
Sharon! Osborne will also provide audio for the ride, including more in-depth explanations of the film genres it explores. So it sounds like he might also be our host along on this ride. Like maybe the live tour guides.
Whoa.
I know. They might be going to land on us.
Whoa.
I know.
I don't know about that.
But maybe they'll work in conjunction with each other, too. We're going to have to wait and see.
That's one of the fun parts of that ride, is experiencing that with the actor, if you will, the cast member. It
is. It's kind of like Jungle Cruise, though. Sometimes it's hit and miss.
Well, that's true.
But, I mean, it's never terrible. True. Even when it's terrible, it's fun because it's just bad. But.
Right.
So what are you thinking so far? And all these changes, they say, are going to happen by spring, so this is going to be a pretty quick turnaround, I think.
Well, the film, they could probably turn around pretty quickly. I mean, they're not going to have to put the ride down for too long if they're just changing out that film.
Right.
The rest of the stuff is going to take more time, so they'll probably have a refurb down the road where they take it down, kind of like Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain, where it was down for 3-4 months.
Right.
But I really think that you're going to see a complete refurb of that ride. They're going to get rid of a lot of the stuff.
You think all the scenes are gone?
I don't think all of them. I think you still have, the great classics with, Wizard of Oz. I think that one's going to stay, mostly because The Witches is such a great animatronic. Gone with the Wind. What's it, Casablanca? I think those are going to stay. Your John Wayne's, your James Cagney's, that kind of stuff's going to stay. It's going to look a little bit different, I'm guessing.
All right.
But I don't know about the whole Busby Berkeley thing at the very beginning. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I want Oz to stay. I don't think Oz is going anywhere. I think Oz is like the pinnacle of the ride.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, Alien, I'm kind of done with.
Yeah, I mean that's an old film. A lot of these films are old, and a lot of kids nowadays don't understand them. I think you're going to see with Turner Classic Movies. You know, they're involved with just about every studio in Hollywood right now, including Disney.
Yes, multitudes of deals going on.
Right. So, I mean, their library of films is massive, including one of the big ones that their sister company is Warner Brothers. So they have, according again to Wikipedia, they have Warner Brothers library for films that were released after 1949. So one of the big Warner Brothers films is Harry Potter. Now, I don't think they're going to put a Harry Potter in there.
No, I can pretty much guarantee they won't put a Potter in there.
But there are a lot of great films that are more current that the younger generations are going to understand more.
Right. Well, here's the thing with this. I think it should have been more of an attraction that was going to actually change and evolve through time as the movies came out, and it just kind of didn't do that. So a lot of the movies that they thought were going to become classics were popular movies, and then they just kind of trailed off. Avatar. But
oh God!
What?
Wow!
Sorry, I had a little tickle in my throat.
You okay now?
I'm
okay?
all right. I'm all right.
I should have killed your mic because I didn't know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was very
I didn't
rude.
know you were going to Avatar all over it. That's
Excuse me. Let me clean that off. Little schmutz. But you know, some of the movies you think are going to be super popular just don't have the staying power. I think that's what the attraction has found itself in with some of those movie choices. Right. I gotta ask: do you think that there will be a Lord of the Rings component to them? Ooh, no,
or
not right away.
No,
you don't want to fire that one off unless you're going to actually have another attraction in there.
Well,
I think it's up in the air as to where Lord of the Rings is going to fall, isn't it? As far as studio wise and in a possible theme park.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. They're all jockeying to get Lord of the Rings because it's such a huge franchise right now.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Disney get that, and there was all that rumor about the fifth gate and open up a fifth gate with more stuff in it. Maybe the Villains Park that everybody wants to see anyway.
Right.
They could put something, that in there. But any other movies you can think of that are just huge right now?
That are huge now?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Think we'll see a scene from American Pie in there? No?
Hey, you turned that movie on to me years ago. I think we had just met. You told me about that movie.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Don't bring me into this.
I could tell you where and when you brought that up, by the way, but I'm not going to do that here.
I don't even know what movie that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What other movies could have been just really huge? I don't know. Frozen? You think they'll be?
Oh, I was trying to avoid bringing it up. Yeah. With the other things in the parks, maybe just in the final montage movie, there'll be a little scene. I hope it's not a whole additional ride-through area.
I'm going to say they're not going to put anything Frozen in there.
That's bold.
I'm just saying. I think that they have reached the peak of the Frozen. They understand that we're almost reaching that oversaturation point, and we're going to leave it alone.
Because if you're going to do a sequel, you don't want people to be tired of it when the sequel comes out.
Exactly. I
agree.
Is that. I'm trying to think of some really, really, other than Lord of the Rings, Avatar. I mean, you might see an Avatar in there.
I tell you, if these next two Avatar movies turn out to be huge, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I like to poke fun just because the movie hasn't been out for a while.
Right.
And Disney's put a lot of money on it. But if the next movie's huge, it could be one of the smartest moves they made. You know?
Right. Now, let me ask you this, because this is in the montage at the end. What about a Star Wars scene? I mean, Disney's going to be starting up these movies here real quick.
There'll be you mean a ride-through scene or a
ride-through scene? A ride-through scene. Not on the montage, but on an actual ride-through scene.
I got to think, if they're actually doing a Star Wars land, you will not see it in the ride also.
Are you telling me you know that they're doing a Star Wars land?
It's out there. I heard something a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, wow. You do a lot of traveling.
You don't spend that much money on something to not put it up.
That is true.
So
that is very, very true.
That's a semi-educated, hopeful guess on my part.
What are they going to take out? What do you think? What do you think they're pulling out? I said the beginning, the stuff at the very beginning with the Busby Berkeley. Now, I think they're going to keep Singing in the Rain.
I'll be honest, I like the whole open, whole first few scenes where you start off with Busby Berkeley, and you get into the old Singing in the Rain, the Old West. I kind of like that. Here's what I see: Tarzan gone.
Tarzan will go away. Yeah.
Tarzan's gone. I
agree.
kind of see Casablanca going away. I don't. I mean, that's a big long scene there. Not a whole lot of action for two people standing next to half a plane.
I think I don't know. I think that one might stay, but what I do think is going to happen is they're going to get rid of the entire that whole gangster alley thing, because that's a big that's a big part of the whole stage show with the cast members. They may actually take out the whole Western part too.
I was going to say, what about the Indiana Jones area? I mean, they own that now.
Yeah, those were big. They might actually, I think they'll keep the Indiana Jones portion of that, but get rid of, because again, if you're getting rid of the cast members, and this is all speculation, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But if you're telling me that the host of TCM is going to be the voice during the ride, you might not have the cast members doing that portion of the show. So at the very end, where they try and take the the big ruby up there, and no spoiler there, but bad things happen. I think that I think that whole area might be revamped. The very, very end.
Yeah, I mean, just get back to Casablanca. I think they could work it into like the movie montage part. Very, very classic movie. I just don't think you need it as a ride-through section. And I'm even going to say the same heresy here, Fantasia.
All right, I'm done with you.
I know, you're done.
This show's over.
But again.
What?
We've got to keep moving forward.
No.
Again, not the Fantasia. I'm sorry, I have amnesia. Not that it wasn't a huge movie and deserves a place in the ride, but if you're going to redo a ride with some more classic things in there, you got to break a couple of eggs if you're going to make an omelet.
I just think that I think that one is too it's too personal. Walt Disney loved that movie.
I'm not saying it won't be in the ride, but don't leave it right where it's at. Of course, it's in a very small section, isn't it? It's only on the left.
Right.
And that's very tiny, so maybe you could put anything else there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. We're right there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's that turn right before you go into the Wizard of Oz. All right.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to be fun to see the changes. I think it's long overdue. That ride needed to be changed 10 years ago. It
did. And really, anything they do, I don't want to say will be better, but it'll be a nice change, something different. We have something we've not seen for, 2 decades now, whatever it's been?
Right. Yeah.
And here's something that in the Orlando Sentinel article I want to mention real quick. They mentioned that the Chinese theater facade is going to remain unchanged.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I think that's pretty cool.
There you go. There goes my my original that they might change it to...
move the water tower?
Yeah. I still say that might happen. I don't know.
But here, there's another... It is very interesting. And there's another exciting part to this whole deal.
Yeah.
That, Turner Classic Movies is going to start airing stuff from the Disney Vault.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they're going to have things like Treasure Island.
You might actually get to see Snowball Express again.
Oh, that would be cool too. What about those great movies? Okay, they're corny. I'll tell you, they're corny. But everyone loves a little bit of corn.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, I absolutely love and have, I mean, mostly because I grew up on that stuff, was the Kurt Russell stuff.
Yes.
The computer wore tennis shoes and the one where he's real strong and all that. I loved those movies.
What about like the North Avenue Irregulars? Oh, and the Boatniks.
The Boatniks. I actually have the DVD, the Boatniks.
Oh, and I'm just finding this out now.
Hey, I'm a big Sandy Duncan fan. What do you want from me?
Well, I hope you're a big sharer, because I'd like to borrow that.
I might loan it to you for a fee.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. One last thing before I say what I say. You know what today is?
I do know what today is.
Go ahead.
Today is Walt Disney's birthday.
It is. As we record this today, it's Walt Disney's birthday. So
that is awesome.
113 years old, right?
He looks fantastic. Oh, I'll tell you, just in the past couple of days, since I've kind of haven't been able to move around too much, finally saw Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, what did you think?
I tell you, I thought it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
It had more of the P.L. Travers side of it in there than I would have wanted, although I knew that going in. So,
Right. Yeah. I loved it.
Oh, but seeing what they did, I would love, for Tom Hanks to come back and do the character and maybe do like the creation at Disneyland, or like Disneyland right after it opened, or something like that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I want that part of the magic caught,
That would be great. That would be a good movie. I mean, I think it would be a niche movie. Not everybody would want to go see it.
Yeah.
But, us Disney geeks would go nuts for that.
And my wife and I were talking as we were watching the movie that nobody that we know of could have pulled it off except Tom Hanks, the role of Walt Disney.
And I didn't like the idea of him being Walt Disney at first. Yeah, because I just thought he's just oversaturated. I wanted them to find somebody newer that a lot of people didn't recognize, and he just did such a great job.
Oh, phenomenal! Yeah,
so good. I'm glad you finally got to see that. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it immensely. I thought all of the actors were just fantastic.
They were. I liked who played the Sherman brothers. I thought they were excellent.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I had no idea. Well, first I didn't know who he was. Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who it was. Afterwards, I looked him up. I was, I've heard this name before. That's how many movies I watched.
He's been in a couple of movies, yeah.
Yeah, but so he actually had a very, very decent cast in that. That was very impressive.
Yeah, that was. I always like. Oh shoot, I can't remember his name now. Anyway, the chauffeur. I always like him.
Oh, Paul Giamatti. Yes.
Oh yeah, Paul Giamatti. He's fantastic.
Yes, thank you, Mrs.
One of my favorite movies, and it's not a Disney movie, but Big Fat Liar. If you got kids, go find Big Fat Liar at the library or someplace. And
Frankie Muniz, I think was.
Yeah,
I call him Malcolm.
Yeah, and the girl she's in rehab right now, actually.
Ooh. Hilary Duff?
No.
Is that the wrong?
No, she's not. She's not.
Frankie Muniz movie.
No, you're thinking of when he was a spy or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how do we take this tangent?
I don't know. We do it all the time. We're off the rails like Lindsay Lohan. She wasn't the one you were talking about, was it?
No, I can't remember. Everybody out there is yelling right now. What's her name? She had her own TV show for a while there.
Oprah.
On Nickelodeon. I think it was Oprah. Anyway, Tim, that is all I've got.
Me too. I think we rolled that right into the ground. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at Resort Loop Tim. You can find me on Facebook. My name has changed. I'm now Tim Resort Loop Scott. Apparently, Facebook did not like Resort Loop Tim as a name. And we have the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram, and still on Facebook.
They haven't found you yet. They're going to find you, Bob.
Right,
They're going to find you.
I'm waiting. Every time I click on to log in, I get a little bit nervous. Anyway, don't forget to rate us on iTunes, and where else can they listen to?
Find us on the Stitcher.
The Stitcher.
Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Shirley Temple to Amy Semple is